I had no idea that a rock bucket was going to be this productive. Well, hey there, hubby homesteaders. Welcome back to Peaks Peak. If you're new to the channel, my name is Lucas, and we are sharing the life of me and my family on 38 acres here in eastern Kentucky. And today's part of the story has to do with my son's new front yard. If you watched our previous videos, you know that he brought in a home right next to ours and kind of took over part of my pasture and turned it into his place. He's got the excavation done on his yard, and he's been out here with the box blade leveling things out. But we have so many rocks in our soil, and we had to figure out a way to get those rocks cleaned up so that he can plant some grass seed. Now, my son, you know, he's a young man starting a new family. He's got a full-time job. He goes to school full-time, so he's pretty busy. So I try to help him out when I can, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. You know that we've been working with a company called Artillian tractor, and they have all kinds of nice accessories for your tractors and side-by-sides, UTVs. They've got toolbox accessories and tool racks and all of those kind of things. And we've been using those and loving them on our farm here. I reached out to them because they had a product that I thought would help us make quick work of cleaning up all of these rocks in his front yard. And that's what I'm leaning on right here, this beautiful 54-inch Artillian tractor rock bucket. Skid steer quick attach, so it's easy to swap out your regular bucket into this rock bucket. I've never used one before, so I'm excited to get out here right now. Before it rains, we've got some nice dusty dry soil, which I think will work great for this. So I'm going to kind of show you what we're dealing with and how many rocks we've got, and then we'll find out just how good this thing works cleaning up the rocks in his yard. So let's get to it. So you can kind of see in the soil out here, we've got rocks ranging anywhere from, 1 and 2 inch size up to, foot size boulders. There are bricks, there are big roots. We did major excavating to fix his front yard up here. So we're going to get into this soil and scoop out these rocks. It's going to be really easy to scoop out these rocks and leave this dry soil behind by sifting through it with that rock bucket. At least that's what I'm hoping. We're going to see how all of that works. Now let me give you kind of a tour of the actual rock bucket here. From what I have seen, the quality of Artillian tractor equipment is second to none. They have fantastic machining, welding work, really cool design with their logo, laser cut into the side of the bucket here. There are some other things that you can do that go along with this rock bucket that are really exciting. We're going to be getting into some of the other versatile options that go along with this rock bucket. And if you look at how this is designed with teeth cut into the edges of this, you can probably guess where this is headed. But today's video is about using it as it is designed as a rock bucket to clean up his yard. So I'm already seeing, first of all, you can see the clean soil here where we made just one pass, one scoop, and we have a bucket full of rocks here with the only dirt that's left are soil that has the roots and the dirt still attached to it. But we cleaned up a big mess with just one little push. So this is going to work great. And it's just that simple. Scoop and shake. best way because sometimes I want to figure it out for myself. I don't know, I just think it's fun. So, I can tell you, I didn't watch any rock bucket videos or methods or try to do any research about the best way to do this before I started. So in all my experience making 3 passes across this yard so far, what I learned is to just make little runs, and when the dirt starts to pile up on top of your load, then stop and clear it off. And that gets it sifted down to where you've got it just down to the rocks. And also, the more you can just kind of skim across the top but keep your teeth down to where it actually picks up the rocks, the less soil you take with it. That makes it easier to sift it out. And I'm still kind of perfecting that technique, but we're getting there. There's our load of rocks from that pass. And you can see what a difference it's making down through here. Now what I'm trying to do is kind of just overlap my runs so that I can mostly leave nice level soil when I'm done. So I wanted to just kind of pause here and show what kind of progress we've made. We're not quite halfway through the yard, but just about halfway through. And guys, it's so exciting to see the kind of progress you can make so quickly with a piece of equipment like this. I mean, look at all these rocks we would be out here picking up by hand, and we're able to just take the bucket, scoop, sift through it, shake it out, and you're left with a nice, smooth yard here. Now, I'm not saying I'm getting every single rock because this is my first time using the bucket, but it's pretty good. I mean, we could plant grass seed here and mow, and you're not going to be hitting anything major. So this this is just incredible. I'm so excited to have this piece of equipment. As long as you stop when you have enough material to cover the openings in the slats. I mean, it's kind of common sense, but it's you may feel the need to fight it and you want to do a little more, but when your bucket's full, and you're not going to be able to sift out that last of the dirt. So you can see there at the end, I'm at the point where there's only an inch or two in the front of the bucket there where I can sift out dirt and rocks. So that's pretty much the point where I've got all I can get out of this run. But it actually brought us pretty much right here to the end. So make a nice yard. Well guys, I'm just gonna tell you, I have a new favorite tractor attachment. And I had no idea how good a rock bucket was. And specifically this Artillian rock bucket. I noticed things about the design that made it work so well, and it was so intuitive. It took me 1 or 2 passes to figure out a pretty good method for clearing out the rocks and sifting out the dirt on this, and it just worked great. The way that the bucket is designed with a little lip inside there where you've got your angled cutting edge, you could take the rocks and shake the bucket back and forth or tilt it forward even, and that little lip would hold the rocks into the bucket to where they didn't fall out, but the dirt would sift through. So shifting it back and forth by tilting the bucket worked well to clear out all the dirt to where you could be left with a good bucket full of rock. While we don't have his yard just perfectly finished yet, it is worlds better than it was. We have most of the rocks bigger than 2 inches picked out of this in just a couple of hours of running the tractor and scooping dirt and sifting, and it really is just amazing. I've just been super excited about this the whole time I ran it, just impressed with how it works. I had no idea that a rock bucket was going to be this productive. I'm guessing you would spend a couple of days with a wheelbarrow picking up rocks out here to accomplish what we accomplished in a couple of hours here. Well guys, listen, I hope you enjoyed today's video, getting to see the Artillian tractor rock bucket in action. Stay tuned, because we have some things that we're going to be adding to this bucket that are going to be just as useful as the rock bucket was. Well, as always guys, until next time, don't forget to get outside and enjoy God's creation. It's beautiful out here. Y'all have a good day.